We just played Elder Scrolls Betrayal of the Second Era, a game which is basically too many bones mixed together with the Elder Scrolls IP, but a lot of improvement has been made. So basically what happens here is that you have to choose your area where you want to go around, and you travel with this little token. That's your group token, right? And you can go to cities. You can have all kinds of events, dangerous, not so dangerous, random events, whatever. And basically every player has to have a race, right? And it's very cleverly made because you can be male or female, or then you can have your class, right? Everybody has a different class, and you can see the special things they can do. And this is where the part where this absolute cleverness of any too many bonds or any kind of chipshot game comes, is that you have this player mat, and what goes on, it's again a game filled with dices, right? There's so many dices everywhere. Like I had to have a little space for these dices, and don't mind the chaos, right? So what happens here is that, for example, you have your health, and it's 4, right? That's your starting health, and you can upgrade it to get 5 health, right? And this is how many stamina you have. This is for your magic. And the clever part comes that, for example, you find a skill which is two-handed, right? So you have to put this token somewhere on your board, and then put the dices here, and this is how many you'll be able to roll. And you can upgrade this to have as many dices, but if you do that, you cannot upgrade your health. So it's like a left and right situation. Of course, you can put stuff here as well, but it's your job to manage your own board. And after you roll the dice and check what the effects are, and there's so many good effects, you have to put it in your cooldown, right? And then the start of your turn, you gain back, you recover as many as your cooldown value, and then you basically put that then back here. And yeah, this is how it goes. And of course you have all kinds of items, mainly food so far, to be honest, but basically you have this map, right, which is you can have all kinds of you can go into dungeons and whatever, and you have the classical too many bones chip theory games that you put a lot of chips on the map under the enemies and the people, and then you fight, and you have quests, and you pick up a quest from a guild, and then you go visit a town, and you have things in towns, and every area has their own gazette, which is basically a huge book filled with quests and some lore. It's not really lore heavy, right? And you start a main quest which has a few sessions, and then meanwhile you can do all kinds of side quests as well. So yeah, the amount of customization of your characters is absolutely mind-blowing. It's an absolute delight of a game, and I highly recommend it. Bye.